Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Chef's Meal, where we talk about whatever and never and everything else in between. This will be the first of first of firsts today, Sean.
Oh man, you mean I gotta wear collared shirts all the time?
You gotta wear collared shirts. Look, don't even stress about it. I'm in a t-shirt and some shorts in my house, so don't worry about it. Not too crazy. We'll see how it goes.
The quarantine struggle is real. You don't want to know what color this t-shirt is.
I'll let you know.
The collar's white. I can't guarantee anything else.
I'll let you know if there's people watching. Currently, there is one. I think that's just on myself. However, nothing too intricate or anything. Are you ready to get this party started, Sean?
Yeah, I'm here. Let's get it done.
All right, let's do this.
If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but change one.
Welcome to the Chef's Meal. My name is Casey.
My name is Sean, and we are two chefs living our life one finished plate at a time.
I like my sugar with coffee and cream.
And we talk about whatever and ever and everything else
everything
in between.
In between.
Today is a special day. We are live. We're live on Twitch. First night.
Wow.
Figured I'd just throw it up there.
You know what? There's no better way. Why dip your toes into the pool?
Just go ahead.
Just jump into the deep end.
Just go on ahead into the deep end. I don't even know if it's actually going through correctly. I tested it real quick. I know that my mic is coming through. I'm pretty sure yours is also coming through. I am not 100% on that.
We will see.
If anything, it would just be me that they can hear. That's
right.
Okay. They will get the gist of it. But Sean, how do you feel about today, Sean? You look really snappy. What is going on?
You know what?
You look like $100.
Yo, literally, this is like a last second thing. I'm telling you, I was trying to set up things, before putting the baby to sleep, and I had like the dingiest white t-shirt on. Like, it was terrible, and I was like, I just cannot. I just reached in the closet and grabbed the first button down, and here we are.
But are those polka dots?
$1 million. Yeah, they're polka dots. It's $1 million right here, and like 3 cents under here.
Some ka-ching sounds for you, Sean. You look fresh.
For real, man. My undershirt needs some FEMA aid for real.
Hey, quick thing. When was the last time you shaved? Let me ask you that.
To be honest, like a half hour ago.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Yeah, because again, everything was just struggly.
Yo, I'm still struggling.
I've been keeping the length here, but
Can
like,
you see this?
I see.
I got it up to my eyeballs, bro.
Yeah, I just hit, the little under here.
Just get it a little
use
sound.
the little edge liner, just to
clean it up.
Feel a little regular. I figure if I don't do it too often, the wife starts asking questions. What are you doing in the bathroom for so long? It's like you don't want to have to answer those questions.
Oh my goodness! Now, let's talk about your wife real quick. Your wife. So every time I see V, you know what the one thing she always asks me every time she sees me?
She wants some noodles. Man. she wants the noodles.
She wants some food. What are you doing? Are you feeding your wife? What's going on?
I'm literally providing 97% of the meals, and that other 3% is like whenever we make our way out to go to like the market. Mm-hmm. Maybe we'll stop for like some fast food while we're just running around.
Okay.
Or maybe one day a week we'll order something in. For the most part, it's Chipotle because it's like right around the corner.
Oh, Chipotle.
It's one of the few things we could like order and actually get to the house in less than 30 minutes.
How about Chinese food joints? It's sad. I wish there's nothing open by me. There's no Chinese joints open, which is kind of horrible. I'm kind of missing some authentic American Asian cuisine. Because it's American. It's American.
It's an American tradition at this point, So I think I mentioned a few podcasts back that there was like a local Chinese restaurant that was still open.
Yeah.
They were closed for 2 weeks. And
They
then
were
I
closed
saw
for 2
them
weeks.
while I was we were driving around the other day. They had reopened,
Okay.
so they're good.
Okay, my
And,
camera will do that. It's weird.
Okay. Alrighty.
It'll snap back in, I promise.
All right, no problem.
I
So
hope.
yeah, they're open for business. So we're gonna check them out. Actually, man, I meant to tell you, I was so last week Saturday, last weekend was my dad's birthday. So we left New York and went out to Pennsylvania to go visit them.
Okay.
And on the way out there, we actually stopped like right by you.
Oh, did you?
So we had to visit another family member for like a second to pick up some Christmas presents because we hadn't seen them and needed to bring them to my folks. It was a thing, and we ended up going over to that Chick-fil-A by you.
By the Walmart.
Yeah, by the Teterboro and all that stuff. And that line was intimidating. So we ended up chickening out and going to Panera drive-through. But it was cool to see how they had things set up. Like, actually, I think it would have been quicker just to stay in that line and get our food than it was to go to the Panera. But
Chick-fil-A don't mess around. They will get your food like this.
Yeah,
Those
it was really cool to see their setup with the lines kind of splitting into two, and then they have people making the orders on like iPads. And yeah, while we were in the parking lot eating our Panera, we saw that whole thing going on. I'm like, man, we should just went to Chick-fil-A.
Heard. So let's talk about some news happening. Are you ready for some Tech Tuesday? Even though it's what is today? Today's Thursday.
Today
it's a tea.
Thursday.
It's a tea day. There's only two of them, right?
Yeah.
Tuesday and Thursday, right? So nothing too crazy, but let's see if it'll bug out though, Sean.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh, it's coming through. It's getting there.
Sean's Tech Tuesday.
Oh.
Sean's Tech Tuesday.
Sean's Tech Tuesday on this beautiful Thursday, May 7th. Oh, I got some.
Thursday, May 7th.
I got some news for you in a little bit, but take us away, Sean. On
man.
Sean's Tech Tuesday.
So I mean, obviously, we live in a post-Corona and COVID-19 world. So tech news is always, well, at least in the last 2 months, has been relatively slow and light. But the big thing today, at least in the world of video games, is Microsoft had their first Xbox 2020 video press conference, and they took the time out to kind of show some of the next generation games.
Now,
that are,
I was trying to log on to it, but I couldn't watch it. Was it like
Really?
a private thing, or was it like
No. Yeah,
everyone was welcome to
A lot of
see it?
different websites were kind of hosting it. I know they have the archive up on YouTube, so if you want to watch it now, you could probably find it there or on Twitch, like we are right now.
Yeah.
But I ended up watching the stream that the guys over at GiantBomb.com were doing, and they were doing their real time, thoughts about the games and all the things that they were seeing. It's interesting stuff. I mean, my takeaway is that games are gonna look pretty. They aren't gonna necessarily. It didn't. From what I could see, I mean, they don't look like they necessarily play any differently, but they certainly are gonna look better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a lot better.
Yeah. And that's the thing. It's just better, but a lot better. I don't know about a lot. At least on day one, a lot better is. I don't know.
What is the thing called? Xbox what?
It's called the Xbox Series X.
Series X. That's what I wanted to say.
Yes. And the thing, and I guess they kind of put themselves in a weird position, right? So for most of the games that they were showing, they have this thing called smart. I want to say like smart debut or smart loading, right?
Okay.
And what that pretty much means is, look, if you got an Xbox One and you buy one of these games that is also going to be on Xbox Series X, your progress will carry over, and for most of those same games, you'll actually get like a copy of the Series X game, which is cool.
Okay, that's
right.
Cool.
So just think it's like, hey, they want you to stay in the ecosystem, right? So let's say you buy a copy of the new Assassin's Creed. That was one of the games they showed.
That was one of the games.
You got an Xbox One, you buy it, and let's say in a couple of months you want to get an Xbox Series X, you got it for that too. And you get all the bells and whistles and all the graphics and the like.
So it's a carryover, kind of.
It carries over, and it's cool. However, it makes one of those. It just makes you go, okay, well, if I already have the hardware to play that game, why do I buy the new hardware?
Oh, I see. Okay.
Right?
I see. Okay.
Yeah, it's like, and that was the thing. It's like a lot of the games they were showing looked good, but since they were also games that could, in theory, work on the stuff that we have, they don't look as good as they probably could be. Right. So that's
interesting.
Yeah.
And I guess it'll be like down to like price point then, if that happens, kind of.
Sure.
Sorta, kind of, because like, okay, so
sorta.
If I were okay, let's do apples to apples. Like if I were to get the new PlayStation, right, and I bought some games that will carry over to PlayStation.
Yes.
And it'd be like, yeah, it's cool that it went over. Why should I purchase that? Because I don't think they're gonna make any more games for PS4. So I think like that would be like
but that's the other thing that they kind of, I don't say they kind of messed up, but I guess it's a value proposition depending on how you think about it. Because what they said is all of our Microsoft first party titles for the next 2 years will be on the current Xbox and the new Xbox.
Wait.
Right.
What? For the next 2 years.
For the next 2 years.
Somebody messed up. Somebody's getting fired.
I know why on paper they want to do it, because they want you to go, well, I should buy into the Xbox ecosystem, right? Like, my library is going to carry over. It's got the backwards compatibility.
Mm-hmm.
My progress is going to carry over. My controllers are going to work. Like, all those things are going to be the same or work in some very compatible way. So it just makes it a little less, I don't know, a little less special up front. Okay.
Well,
And especially, and then when you consider, and it'll kind of tie into something that, like, you and I have been talking about for the last couple of days. If you're the type of gamer who also uses like Xbox Game Pass, and they have the hardware that can, the infrastructure for games to work across the PC as well as the Xbox. It just makes the value proposition even weirder, right? As someone who's got an Xbox One X and is looking to build a PC that's capable of not freezing while we do this podcast and can play some games, the Series X becomes a weird value proposition.
Oh,
and again,
interesting.
I know that I'm irrational and I will probably buy one anyway. But when I was just thinking about like what that machine is and where it kind of fits into the place to play Microsoft games and Xbox games, I don't know why.
You don't know
anyone should rush out to buy this thing.
That is, I guess. I don't know how much. Okay, so the next question would be, how much do you think that they will sell this ESRP Xbox Series?
I don't think they can go any more than $500.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I have it on screen or rather, I should say, this is a video podcast also, if you haven't already. We do this live actually on Twitter, on Twitch. We're live on Twitch right now.
Yep.
some of the specs of the Xbox here, and this kind of also reflects how the PS is going to be because they're both AMD specific anyway. 3.8 gigahertz AMD 8-core Zen 2. That's 16 gigs of RAM, 1 terabyte of 1 terabyte. I didn't even know it was 1 terabyte. NVMe SSD, and it can go all the way up to 4K on the view. Obviously, depending on your monitor, that's how you're gonna have to go. But like that's a mini PC. That's straight up a mini PC.
Right. Sure. And honestly, not too far off from the PC that you and I were talking about. It's like literally the same specs, right? Like the 3+ gigahertz Zen processor, right? 16 gigs of RAM, and a speedy SSD, and a ray tracing capable video card.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what we were talking about. I don't know, roughly about $800 to kind of build this machine.
Yeah.
And maybe a little less if I was reusing some of the parts that I currently have. So it makes it kind of tough as someone who already has an Xbox.
Yeah. No. That's true.
Make that purchase make sense.
Okay, so another question for you, since you have multiple systems.
Yeah.
When are you going to, rather, how do I position the question? Are you going to sell your systems now? That way,
No.
the price, okay. Because I think you know where I was going. Like, are you going to sell it now so the prices are peak?
No. The answer is literally this weekend. I came back from my parents' house with a box full of old consoles. Yeah.
Heard.
Yeah.
Because you can make a pretty penny right now, Sean, if you just like somebody wanted a Nintendo. Yeah, I'll tell you right now, all the other homeboys at home right now that don't have consoles, wanting to bleed for like $400.
I would tell them to head to eBay and bid on someone else's because I'm keeping mine.
Heard. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, that kind of relays the question then, because like I didn't like I'm still gonna keep my PlayStation till the other one pretty much comes out.
Right.
I don't think.
And even that too. I mean, they're saying they haven't completely said the same thing about like, if you buy a game on PS4 and there's a PS5 equivalent, they'll like automatically upgrade you to it. Yeah. But I would assume if Microsoft is doing that almost across the board, then Sony's gonna match.
Yeah. I don't know.
So
they usually go tit for tat though. So it will almost mirror the same kind of specs, but you'll never know. I have no idea. Maybe they'll one up them. Maybe they'll just meet them straight out. We have no idea as of right now. But I'm definitely interested. I'm gonna definitely check it out a little later because I was actually trying to search for it. What time did it air? Let me ask you.
Oh, Jesus! It was.
Was it earlier?
9. It was like 12 noon. It was like noon.
It was noon
because I feel like it was 9 a.m. the West Coast.
Oh, okay. It was California time. Got it.
Yeah.
I was trying to search for it earlier, and there was nothing like kind of going up. But maybe I was.
Like I said, I think when you look at the stuff, like I'm not gonna say it doesn't look. It looks good.
Yeah.
Like they showed the new Madden. Madden looks good. They showed Dirt 5. Dirt 5 looks good. The Assassin's Creed game looked good.
Valhalla.
Yeah, it was games that looked good. They just didn't look like the gap that you could see even if you were going from like Xbox 360 to the Xbox One or like PlayStation 3 to PlayStation 4. Like there was a gap there. And yeah, man, I don't know.
I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, it could be a case that the developers kind of need to get more caught up with the feature set of the machines. Like I'm really, really interested in seeing what, capable developers can do with ray tracing, as a baseline that they know that they can count on.
See if I can pull it up. Minecraft ray tracing. Have you seen this?
Yeah. It looks.
Let's just go through some images, cause like I think it's like pretty bananas on what this graphics card can physically do. This is pretty intense. Like, this is like this is pixelated on what they're usually at, and then this is with the ray tracing. Like deeper shadows, actual sunlight, where the shadows supposed to be kind of falling through, and it's like a completely different game. And this is Minecraft.
So again, and that's Minecraft, a game that was at this point is 10 years old, that wasn't designed around having that technology available to it. And now everyone who's making games, at least for next generation hardware and beyond, should expect that the machines could have this stuff. So now they can play with it for sure. And that's what I think was going to be the most interesting thing about gaming over the next couple of years. And definitely why, when we were talking about, outside of the podcast, building new machines, why having a card that featured that, specific hardware instruction set was really important to me.
Future proofing is the word I usually throw around for the most part.
Yeah, man.
I did that for my monitor.
Raising the bar.
So that was like my first big expense. I was like, should I buy just a $100 monitor, last me, I don't know, till whatever, I can beat it up, or spend the extra. It was at the time, this BenQ monitor was $600, so I bought the BenQ monitor, and I still use it. 8 years ago, almost 8 years now. I still have this monitor, still going strong. So I don't know.
And that's, definitely the same way I feel about like the next TV that I purchase as well. Like, I'm like, this thing, like, is going to be the centerpiece of my entertainment for, I would assume, once I buy it, the next 6 to 8 years. So like, it might be worth it to spend a little bit more to future proof it, to make sure it has like support for low latency and variable refresh rates and HDR10 and Dolby Vision and all those things, so that, as broadcast and video games kind of catch up to it, like the TV's still ready to accept it, and you're still experiencing media in the way that the auteurs designed it to be seen.
No, I definitely dig it. It's something, I don't know. We'll see. I guess that's like the final thing. Like we're just kind of waiting for it. Hopefully it'll be on time, but we'll never know, as we're currently having a little of a pandemic, as they say. Also, Loki, have you seen The Pandemic on Netflix? The series? Not a series. It's like an episode. It's like a movie. It's like a docuseries.
A movie? No, I haven't.
Yeah,
but I'll check it out.
It'll give you chills. It will give you chills. It came out like a long time ago. Well, not a long time ago, but maybe way before our whole thing was happening. That became like.
Is it just? It's a movie?
I'm gonna check for you right now because we are on the internet.
Because I think if it's a movie, I might have seen it.
I think it is.
Look at us and Casey's Netflix deal. We about to be all up in your business.
Yeah, it's just one. It's just one thing. Pandemic.
Oh no, I need to check this out. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'll definitely check that out.
Also, my Netflix. I'm not afraid, Sean. I'll show you, dude. Frick out of here.
What are you working with?
I ain't scared.
You got an episode
right
of Working Moms. Okay.
Working Moms, amazing. Yo, this is like a shout out to her.
Yo, man, I
Funny
watched,
as hell. Funny as hell.
The first season of that, and V like blew through all of it. Like,
it just came out this season.
It's pretty funny.
Amazing. I do also watch some Asian inspired shows, as you can tell right here.
Okay.
Are
you watching Kim's Convenience?
Yeah, of course. There's a couple ones. Community. I've kind of going back and forth, but you're mostly going to see a lot of like the classics, like The Office. Black is amazing. This entire season, yo, ain't messing around. And then these are all pretty much Caitlin's right here. It's Glee.
It's all right, man. It could be you. You don't got to put it on her. Glee's a funny show, man. And I watched all of the
season
New Girl,
3.
so. Okay.
So like I haven't really seen it. New Girl we finished both together. Criminal Minds, she's all about this. Grey's Anatomy, our families both watch this pretty much right now. Tiger King, of course, because everybody gets all up in it, but that's pretty standard on the Netflix side. The Hulu side's a little sketch. That's like the TV side right there. Little Hulu side, but we won't go there. All right, not too shabby then. Do you want to talk about some other maybe new tech that was kind of about? There's this whole thing today. My whole feed blew up on this new MacBook 13-inch.
Yeah.
Have you read something about this yet?
So here's the thing. Like, I have been reading up on the new MacBook, but the thing that's also interesting to me is not even necessarily this MacBook, but more so that the next MacBooks are gonna run on ARM.
Yeah,
they're gonna run on ARM processors.
So
that's so they're gonna get even closer to. They're pretty much gonna run on the same hardware as like the iPad Pros and the top iPhones.
I think it was maybe a couple weeks ago, Apple did the press conference where they're Xing AMDs and Intel chips. That's it, pretty much. So when that finally happens, it's their entire machine. Like literally, that's their stamp and brand. So that's going to be interesting altogether. But I just kind of want to see what your take on that.
I mean, they're in the normal refresh cycle for their products. And again, you and I have been talking about like PC building over the last couple of days, and I know you definitely not heard me mention a Mac this time around. And again, it's just because it's not because I have any doubt that they will be putting out quality machines. It's just to know that they're about to do this big paradigm shift in terms of like the backbone of their systems makes it a tough proposition to be willing to put down the money on, the last machine, before they make that switch. It's almost as like if you were buying a Power PC Mac, like right before they were switching to Intel.
I don't know.
It's like, the good thing is like they would provide you with some measure of software compatibility and support, but also at some point, you're just gonna be left behind. So, I would say, hey, I'm, still using a 2012 Mac for some stuff. But yeah, if they're moving away from x86 processors, I don't know if I would be buying a Mac today.
Like right off the
maybe
bat.
in a couple of months, maybe in the next year, once they kind of frame out like what their plans are to go and what their plans are for compatibility with the software and the applications that people might have already bought.
Yeah.
It becomes interesting to kind of get in there or to see if, not that I think Apple would do it because they kind of price themselves as a premium product all the time, but to see how putting those chips into their machines changes form factors and prices, Maybe the way you're thinking about what a laptop or a desktop even looks like could be radically shaped because the chips that they're going to use in it are going to be probably significantly smaller or require different types of cooling. Who knows?
Who knows?
I don't know if I'm buying that last Intel Mac today.
Yeah.
Someone wants to give me one. I'm going to,
No, I just wish that everything was interchangeable. That's like the only thing. Out of everything else, like I wish it was upgradable, because like my favorite phone of all time, Apple, the 4S.
Yeah.
Like amazing. It was a brick of a phone. I had it for forever, and when I finally kind of traded in, it's because it's not that the screen failed. But after, I think it was 6 years, the plug literally finally snapped off, like the inside of it. Like I needed to find another pretty much body. So essentially, a new phone. But at the time, it was already, I think they were up to like 6S or something. Or 5C or whatever. And I'm like, what do I do? Like, do I just jump ship? And obviously I went up to 6, but I just wish that you were able to always build upon whatever that you like best, because that's what your favorite was, you know?
Yeah.
Just like
the thing about Apple too is like they are definitely not afraid to leave the standards that they put in place behind. You know, if either to kind of evangelize in the tech space or just to find like a new revenue stream about selling you peripherals or software or hardware in a different way. You know, it's like, hey, they decided, hey, we're going to use the 30-pin connector, right? Instead of USB. Then they moved to the lightning cable, you know, lightning cable with USB. Now it's lightning cable with Thunderbolt, you know, and who even knows what it'll be in time for their next phones or their new Macs, you know. That's like true. Obviously they have a plan designed around making sure that if you buy one product or if you buy one piece of software or media through them, that you're going to continue to buy a lot of hardware, software, media through them as well. So again, man, those new MacBooks that were announced, you know, today and this week are certainly going to be fast, capable machines that will probably, you know, last a while for their consumers. But personally, man,
you're gonna go for it.
It's just, I'm just gonna pass, man.
I'm with you.
I'm gonna pass, and it'll be time to build a PC to kind of do the work that I need to do, for the time being.
You know, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that have thought about it, but like somebody from Apple and somebody from Android literally just needs to make a baby and just make like the best OS that humanly possible. Just take all the suggestions that we like on both systems and put them all in one kind of.
The thing that gets me is like, if you look at their products, like they're literally like, there's no different. I mean, there's no difference.
I know.
You know, it's the same Broadcom modem here. It's the same Samsung memory here. Screens made by this company. Like the difference is, and you know, the difference is the storefronts. That's it. When you get to the Google Play Store or the iTunes Store, the App Store, it's the same apps. It's interoperable, right? Like, hey, if I log into my Netflix on my Apple, on my iPhone, it's gonna give me the same experience as if I log in on my Xbox or on the PC or anything else.
That's true.
You know, the software. So, but it's about selling the add-ons around getting to those core services.
But Sean, they don't clap when they open. That's that's the main difference. That's literally, you walk into Apple as soon as it opens. Oh my God, yes. Thank you for coming through. All the white folks just kind of lined up in drones, trying to get to it. Not, I mean, granted, it's not like that anymore. That used to be a heyday, but man, that was something else entirely. But not too crazy for tech news. I mean, as we are in a pandemic, everything's kind of not slowing down, but at least trying to conserve the time. And they don't want. I appreciate the thought that we don't want to hit you with like 3,000 or 4,000, maybe like 1,200, or something of the sort. You know, just to keep the revenue flowing. I think that's kind of what they're doing, and I think they're doing it. So I mean, hey, this is like a mark in the history books. Like we will read upon this. This is a story that we will tell our children. This is a story you will tell your kid. Be like, Brooke, man. 2020 was something else. She's like, what are you talking about, Dad?
You guys,
we got flying cars now, bitch. Hopefully,
that would be interesting.
All right, let's get into the Monshushu news, ladies and gentlemen. The best food news. It's doing a fucking remix again. Damn it. Hold up. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen.
This is the best part of the Monshushu news.
It's almost like it's trying to sabotage me every time. Like, why does it happen?
It's not a bug, it's a feature.
It is not.
Nani?
Okay, this is
There you
just
go.
this is complete bullcrap. Ladies and gentlemen, we are approaching. Okay, Sean, did you realize it's almost Mother's Day?
I did realize it's always almost Mother's Day.
I forgot till today.
You know what? Look, man. I remembered about a week and a half ago because I was in a group chat with some of my coworkers, and they're like, "Yeah, man. Well, we're probably not gonna be back to work for Mother's Day," and I was like,
This used to be the craziest day for us in a restaurant.
Oh,
It still
for
is.
sure.
No matter what restaurant
For
you're on,
sure.
Mother's Day,
Yeah.
Mother's Day, Christmas,
Yeah.
slammed, bro.
Why is that, Casey?
Because this is everybody wants to take out their mothers. Everybody loves their mothers.
Right. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? You might not love your pops, but you definitely love your mama. I love my dad. I love him.
We went there.
That was.
We went there.
I know you're listening, Dad. So I love you, man. Yeah, that wasn't about you, but everyone loves their mama.
That wasn't for you, Dad. That's for everybody else. Oh my! It's okay. I can tell that to my dad. You drop out. You that beat. I haven't seen my dad in like 30 years. So, but anyway, different story
Okay.
for another day. Okay, we went dark. But you know what? Let's go on ahead. 19 Mother's Day's food deals to shower your mom with. Now, we are currently inside. This is more of a creative thing.
Sure.
Granted, there are still restaurants that are delivering, so you can make this,
Yes, there are.
to yourself. Olive Garden do deliver. Okay, it serves out to 5 people for $40. So they have like a whole spiel of it. Cracker Barrel for there's like 3 in New Jersey. Like, okay, Bonefish Grill. This one there's about several locations everywhere. Roots Chris Steakhouse, they also deliver some of the things. And then I didn't notice. Did you know that you can order booze to be delivered to your house?
Oh yeah, boy did I. Yeah, V does it.
Yeah, no idea.
Yeah.
Caitlin just like, I ordered something. I was like, what do you mean? Like, yeah, the booze is coming. I'm like, well, is that legal? She's like, yeah, they deliver. I was like, oh, okay, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
man, the turnip is for real over here.
The turnips were the Capitol Grill, one of the premier steakhouses in the U.S. is also delivering a whole dinner for $200. Serves for 4 to 6 people.
Shout
That's
out
actually-
to our former and former coworkers that are holding down the Capitol Grill.
Yard House. This is pretty big here in Jersey. There's about maybe 6 or 7, but Yard is like a big restaurant company. Season 52, same as Capitol Grill. They're the same restaurant group, kind of, right? Bahama Breeze, Longhorn Steakhouse, Outback Steakhouse, Carrabba's Italian Grill. Sean, have you ever heard of a Bob Evans?
But I have not. But Bob Evans sounds like a furniture store.
You're telling that's the Bob's Furniture.
Oh yeah, sorry man. I don't.
My
I
bad
got a
to
Hulu,
Bob's.
no,
we're
no ads.
trying to get sponsors, y'all. Bob's,
Yeah,
hey, listen,
so-
I will sell your couch. Just
I will-
the Fresh Market. There's a whole bunch of. I suggest going to your local listings and see what restaurants are available to be delivered, and just treat your mom something nice. Now, granted,
Yeah.
I can't. My mother, on another, I can't physically go to their house because my wife works in a hospital, and we kind of need
Sure.
to be isolated with
Right.
ourselves, so we don't. Just in case, like for anything funny, we don't want to chance it. So I literally need to stay home. Can't really go too long. However, let's keep on going. Snickers now come in 100 calorie bars. For some reason, Sean,
For some reason.
I had a root canal when I was 6. I used to love candy bars. It was my crutch. I loved it.
What was your candy bar of choice?
Snickers.
Snickers. Okay. I
Love it.
was a Kit Kat kid.
Oh, you were a Kit Kat kid. I pretty much ate everything, but Snickers was like, yo, give me a Snicker bar. Like that was my thing. And they had like the little mini versions, like the 2-piece things, right? Amazing. It used to, oh man, I'd pound this down like a second. And this was before I learned that I was allergic to chocolate. So I just kind of ate everything and didn't realize why the pimples were showing up on a 6-year-old kid. So found out I was allergic a little later on in life. But Snickers now, I think if anything is the caramel inside, they kind of cut down on the sugar a little bit. So now it's 100 calorie bars. This is my favorite sentence. You should know that Snickers sells 100 calorie bars that are just as tasty as the original. Here is a professional here's a professional opinion from 2 professionals. It will never taste the same because it doesn't have the same amount of sugar. It will taste different, but they want you to think that it's the same.
You know what? I agree.
You know, so just take that in a grain of salt. Don't take that. But oh wow, okay, it's like
scale.
It's like a Kit Kat. Is that if that's what it is then?
Yeah, that is tiny. If that is
a tiny
like
one.
a hairpin.
Okay,
Wow.
so you said
Yeah,
you're a Kit Kat, right? Left side or right side?
This big? Jesus Christ.
Sean.
Wow.
Left Twix
I'm
or right
amazed.
Twix?
Right Twix.
Right Twix.
Yeah, I had to
You have to think about it. You're like,
I had to go through the motions. Like, wait.
just like the right one. Okay, got it.
Yes.
Okay. Twix, shout out, yo. You want us to sell you candy? You know where to hit us. Okay. Cold Stone has a new ice cream flavor that's filled with peanut butter and cookie dough. This is not anything new. Peanut butter and cookie go together. This looks delicious. What the hell is going on? You can get it in peanut butter pretzel time and PB dough delight creations. Sean, how does this make you feel? This makes me feel hungry.
It makes me yearn for the days before COVID-19, where you could walk into a Cold Stone, drop $1 in a cup, and make someone sing a song to you.
Do they still sing a song?
I don't know. It's been a long time since I've been in a Cold Stone creamery.
Were they the ones that sing the song? I thought it was.
Yeah.
Oh my God, babe,
Yeah,
we need to go to
Stone.
Cold Stone. They sing us songs. It's just like, yeah. You can order peanut butter cookie dough ice cream as well as the other 2 creations online or pick them up at certain locations. Now, Cold Stone doesn't have its own kind of flagship store. Here it's always combined with another facility, usually like a Dunkin' Donuts or something. Or is it Dunkin' Donuts? Am I thinking something else?
Nah, you're thinking Baskin Robbins.
I'm thinking
I feel
Baskin Robbins.
Yeah, Baskin Robbins is like one of those slash stores. Like, I went to the Dunkin' slash
Baskin Robbins. Yeah, 'cause I think
Baskin's
they got
slash
bought or
pizza
they're the
slash
same company
Taco
or
Bell.
whatever. I was thinking.
Cold
Never
Stone,
mind.
I always think of as like inside the new strip mall. It's never in the old strip mall. Like it's
Always.
like no, there's an AT&T store and the Cold Stone, and they're
my
right
God.
next to each other.
Heard. I mean, hey, I'm all about it. This just makes me want to go to the restroom, but it's okay. I'm all for it. Dunkin' Donuts DIY donut for everyone that's kind of in the bug right now because we're all at home are perfect for those who are love decorating baked goods. Check this out. It just comes to you like that. It's just plain
cute.
donut.
But it also kind of reminds me of like when you're homesick and one of your like schoolmates shows up with your homework. So you know where I live. Oh, and you brought homework. Thanks.
Then you brought homework. Check this out. If you want to engage in a food-related activity but don't pride yourself on your baking or frying skills, here's some good news. Select Dunkin' Donuts stores are selling DIY donut kits that come with various frosting and sprinkle options. It's essentially the dream of all those who would rather skip straight to the decorating part of their recipe. This is kind of cool though. I dig this. Like if we were to have a party again, I would have this just kind of laid out for everybody. I'm like, what the hell is this? Donut party, decorating. It's the triple D, donut decorating party. DDP.
What if
I can't spell.
it's actually an elaborate application to work at Dunkin' Donuts?
Oh shit.
Galaxy Brain.
Right there. Just I need to have that drop. I'm gonna make that drop. It's okay. I'm gonna make that happen. Costco saw a monthly decline. This is not just Costco, by the way. This is all the major chains. BJ's also, Sam's Club, because they can't get people the same mass that they usually would.
Is that the case? See, all right. I would have assumed that it would have been more so because, like, all right, like a month ago, everyone freaks out. They go to all the big box stores and overbuy, right? Mm-hmm. And then the next month things normalize.
Kind of. And so, like, for example, I shop at BJ's usually all the time, the one right across the mall. And just to get into it, we wait outside 40 minutes. You're just standing for 40 minutes on that line just to get in. Now, granted, if you are a health professional, you're front of the line. Of course, we will serve those everyone that's in the front lines first, then everybody else kind of as we go. But that by itself, the 40 minutes of you just waiting outside, I think is a deal breaker for a lot of people. And that's just not just Costco. That's pretty much all the big box clubs. So if you are one of those, hey, I mean, that sucks, but it's going to be a decline for quite a bit. Monthly decline since July 2009.
Or maybe even more so a case of like people are shopping differently. So maybe no one's buying a big electronics at the Costco's. They're just buying food and staples and I don't know.
Staples.
Oh, but they also say, look, some of it is like gasoline sales. They also have gas stations there, and people are driving around. They don't need gas. Interesting.
Costco's the only one that I know that has a gasoline line, at least here in Jersey, where I know. I know the other ones do also, more out west, but like at least for here, Costco, the only one that I know of is actually in Teterboro. That Costco in the back has
it's a gas station too.
Has a gas station attached to it. So that's pretty awesome. Starbucks will reopen more than 85% of its U.S. stores by the end of this week. How do you feel about this, Sean?
I feel like they don't have to open 85% of their stores. They could probably open like 50%. Because at least here in New York City, there's like a Starbucks across the street from a Starbucks. So just open one.
But like
you could probably still serve the same amount of people.
Do you think actually, it will be to go?
Get everyone back to work. Get those people. If they want to come back to work, at least provide them a place to go back to work. I changed my mind.
Do you think it will be like a to go though? Like Dunkin' Donuts right now. Like Dunkin' Donuts is open.
Yeah.
But it's only at the to go line. Like you can only go to the to go section. I think that's how it's going to have to be. At least for this.
That's fine. I was just thinking like from an oversaturation issue, but I'm not thinking about big business. Like if people are gonna have to go to work, at least they can go to work at Starbucks and get some hours, I guess. So,
I guess so.
Yeah. Open them up.
Those changes began to go into effect this past Monday, and on that same day, Starbucks CEO and President Kevin Johnson released a letter sharing more about the company's approach to these reopenings, emphasized that these reopenings and reformats will be done responsibly, and that the company and its partners / baristas would be adapting rapidly to keep customers safe. Now, just from that phrasing alone, I think they're gonna try to open the inside. I mean, to each their own, whatever. Like, it's cool, but I don't know about that. It's whatever. That's how I'm gonna see that. And then finally, this kind of tickles a bone in my fancy. If you know who this guy is, right? David Dobrik.
Yeah.
This dude is pretty much sponsored by Chipotle. Like the dude just eats Chipotle. The dude doesn't have to cook ever in his life. Okay, that's why Chipotle.
He's like the Jared Fogle of Chipotle.
Pretty much. Chipotle and David Dobrik are hosting an online party, and prizes will be given out to the attendees. This is pretty awesome. They're giving out 10,000 free entrees too. Yeah, the marketing on Chipotle's side.
Amen.
Slow clap. These guys are heroes. They've been delivering to hospitals nonstop.
Yeah.
Like
shout out to Chipotle again. They've been keeping things feeling as close to regular for us just by being open and available.
Guests will be able to win meals and prizes, and one lucky winner will receive a $25,000 scholarship. The virtual prom after party will take place on Saturday, May 16th, or roughly it's next Saturday. So all you have to do is get on to, I'm assuming, either David Dobrik's account or Chipotle, wherever, and that's where you're going to find all the good deals. But like I said, I can guarantee you there's some kind of... there's going to be some kind of innovation that's going to happen in the food world. Specifically, since we've been in this quarantine, I'm excited to find out what that is. If that's more pickling,
do you want me to tell you? Because I know what it is.
Oh, do you know what it is? Okay, Sean, let's go for it.
Yeah, we're just gonna exclusively turn into capsule bento boxes everywhere. That's it. Every place is just gonna be. And if you don't know what a bento box is, think Lunchables.
Wait, we're online. I can look
Yeah. Show the people what a bento box is.
Okay. Images. Let's go to images.
Let's get some images.
I was really hoping that no porn sites will come up. Here's a bento box, ladies and gentlemen. This tickles my fancy, being an Asian, growing up in Asia. My mom used to prepare us, or my grandmother used to prepare us lunches. This is a lunch thing that you take to school, but the preparations are different. Like, notice how there's rice. There's like a full physical meal. It's not just like little snacks or sandwiches.
Like a sandwich. You know, shout out to peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, but there's levels to this packed lunch.
Yo, if you can
look at that.
Can you see this?
Yo,
even the egg has a bunny stamp.
Yo, look at the carrots, man.
The carrots. Oh my god. That's an egg.
Winnie the Pooh.
That's an
bento.
egg.
That's what I'm talking about. So that's what it's gonna be about. Everyone's gonna be flexing on the ground with pictures of their bento boxes.
I want to strangle the mother who made this.
That is crazy.
That is epic. That's ham. It's definitely rice. I want to say that's a tomato.
Yeah, that's a tomato.
That's
Carrots.
mushrooms in the back. There's carrots. There's broccoli.
Yeah, is that seaweed or that's broccoli?
That's broccoli. That's one of the green ones.
Okay.
But I think this is nori right here to make the black. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Like, it just keeps getting more and more creative. This hurts my soul. Where you? I'm gonna send this to my mother. How come mine didn't look like this?
And she's like, I didn't got time for that. I was trying to get you guys off to school. What are you talking about?
Pure fact, Sean. We walked ourselves to school. Is that weird?
No, it's not.
Yeah, all of us got together like in the neighborhood by ourselves and kind of pooled like to one spot, and then us as a group walked to school. Like all the little kids, just kind of.
Yeah. How long was your walk to school, would you say?
30 minutes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It was maybe 4 or 5 blocks, something like that. And everybody knew. Like this is pretty typical. At least where I lived in the Philippines, all the kids did the same exact thing. Like where it's by the block, I'm pretty sure, because it's like one school pretty much for like.
Sure.
Like a vicinity, so everybody kind of got on the same one, and then we all saw the kids. Everybody kind of watched out for the kids, so that was a cool experience growing up. I've never over here in the States is a little different, school buses. I think when we first came over, I was 12. My brother was 6. 5. I don't ever remember him walking. I think we always took the bus. And we were in Queens. And the school was like, I don't know, like 7 blocks away. We literally just walked, but
sure.
School bus.
Yeah, no.
School bus. But 1997 Queens was a little something else. So that's another story for we're getting really deep here, Sean. What's going on? Well, that is it. That is the first official, let's say, live stream, right? Onto
That's it.
Twitch.
It's us. We're live. Or we're
Not
live.
too crazy. We're live.
Wait, if you didn't see this, then you'll see it later. But we were live. But we just want
You
to
are
know.
definitely going to see this. I'm thinking I want to try to do it on Facebook Live next. I don't know.
Okay,
We'll see.
why not?
But for the time being, we're trying it out. Hopefully everything's working out fine. However, Sean, would you like to send them off with a say of the week? Maybe we should have a say of the week.
Oh,
I think we should.
I gotta have a saying of the week. It's Mother's Day, you know, and obviously things are gonna be weird this year because of COVID-19. So if you can, or when you can, call your mama, check on her, make sure she's good. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have the funds, don't go crazy trying to buy something reckless. She knows what it's about. You know what it's about. Just check on her and check on your family. That's all I got. I mean, like I said, this Mother's Day is gonna be a relatively muted one over here. You know, we got plans to go pick up some food and bring it back. Spend some time with the mother-in-law. You know,
call your mama.
My mom and my sister.
Call your mom.
And
Your mom's the most important person.
Do what you can. You know.
Yeah.
Because that's all you got. So be safe. You know, celebrate, you know, a little bit now. And hey, man, when the worst of this is over, you can make up for all those birthdays and holidays and, you know, that were in the in-between.
There you go.
That's it.
Cool. Not too crazy. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, this is a successful one.
Hey, peace out, Internet.